Hello, and welcome to Chrono Trigger. We're in the Denandoro Mountains trying to find a legendary sword. The quote-unquote legendary hero, Tata, at the very beginning of this, is running away scared at some of the weaker enemies that this map has to offer. And so, I have a feeling that he might not be as heroic as people are expecting him to be. But anyway, let us find that sword. Oh, somebody's throwing stuff at us. Yeah. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep moving. Right. Right. So, one of the interesting things about the legendary hero sort of subplot is that people did not think Tata was worth much of anything. Like, a little child who apparently got himself into trouble more times than helped people. And nobody had any expectations for this kid. Nobody was looking for this kid to be anything special. And yet he shows up with a medal, with this little medallion, and suddenly everyone's mentality changes. And it makes me wonder what it is that causes us to change our minds about people. Are we the type of people today who would do something like that? Who would say, oh, well, you know, you're no good, but, oh, wait, no, suddenly you have this, you're doing that, you pick up this special thing that's supposed to have significance, and, you know, suddenly you're the stuff of legends. And I get the feeling that it's not an issue of, oh, come on, you're supposed to... Not a single one of you have survived a one hit from Chrono. Like, why are you surviving him now? Anyway, I don't think it's anything to do with items nowadays, but it's more to do with who you know or status. You do a particular thing, you live in a particular area, or you're found in a particular place. For example, you suddenly show up as an extra in a movie, and oh, suddenly you're big stuff now. Are you really big stuff at that point? I'm not so convinced that you're much more special than you were previous. But we have this sort of idol worship that appears in culture today. And the real question is, has the mannerism of these people actually changed? Are they any more spectacular of people now that they've been in X movie? Or now that they've had X experience? The answer... I think the answer is pretty obvious, but... I'm gonna use Aura Whirl. But we idolize people so much for reasons that I don't think we really should be idolizing them for. And... Little Shuriken. And it's not even really that there's something special about them. Man, Chrono, what are you doing, like, doing less damage to these guys? Yes, please take one of them out. But I wish we could get into a place where we respect people, or where we see these people as role models, not because of what they do, not because they're some sort of elite, like, expert, master, all-star baseball player, or are the super handsome or the super beautiful person in a particular movie that we like, but because of what they do, because of who they are as people, because of their character, and because of their mannerism and morality. Now, I'm going to keep going, because there's still quite a bit left to do. But the interesting thing is, we can go down there. So the problem that happens with Tata is not necessarily that his character ever changed. On the contrary, it was precisely the same character, and I call shenanigans on that. Well, fine. I'll just use Antipody and take out the other two. It's that his character did not change, despite the fact that he had this medal. Now he's special. But is it really his medal? Yay, Mara will learn Cure. And Chrono will learn Spin Cut here in just a little bit. I believe it was 10 points more than Cure had. So, this might seem counterproductive, but it actually is not. Boom. Silver Stud. So, Silver Stud. What does Silver Stud do? Silver Stud makes you a stud. Oh no, that was the wrong button. Accidentally hit that square button. That totally square button. It's totally a square, guys. The Silver Stud cuts my MP usage by 50%. And I'm going to put it on Chrono. Now, it might sound strange to put it on Chrono, but it's actually a sound plan, because Chrono never really gets that much. Oop. There we go. Jumping onto this one. Go up here to get a silver earring. Now, what does a silver earring do? Well, I'll tell you what a silver earring does. The silver earring increases max HP by 25%. Now, nobody really needs it at the moment. The studs are actually far more useful than the earrings, in my opinion. There's some people who like to use the earring on people, and it works, but from what I can tell, the stud is far more valuable. So, this is what happens. There, and right over this way. And now we're back. We do have to fight these guys again. A small price to pay for that stud, in all honesty. Especially whenever Chrono gets Spin Cut, because Spin Cut requires 4 MP. But it is also one of the greatest abilities that Chrono can use. And why does that keep shifting just enough? It's so annoying. But thankfully now Cyclone only costs 1. Anywho, Tata's character. People shifted their opinion. There we go. And this is the other reason. Fire Sword, Ice Sword. And I'm going to have to show those to you. So Tata's character does not change at all. Yeah, he says go away, but you eventually fight him. Right here. But Tata's character does not change, despite the fact that he now has this hero medal. And in fact, it's sort of an evidence that he probably is not the original owner of that. You notice Ice Sword is freaking awesome. Fire Sword is equally wonderful. But I wanted to also show Napalm. And it goes to show that, and you also notice that whenever they were talking about Frog, what did they talk about? We've clearly seen Frog's character, how noble and respectful he is. And yet, the dude just says, hey, check out this freaky monster, and starts making fun of him. I'm gonna use Fire Whirl, because it's just so perfect. But I'm gonna show Fire Sword off now. And here we go. Both of those are really, really satisfying. But the issue is all about appearance. It's all about how people perceive people just because of either a particular action or something else, their physical appearance, or just because they have something, or just because they were somewhere. And mountains are nice. This is the life. Mountains are nice. Man, you're nosy. Here, take this. That's right, folks. Annoy people long enough and they will give you a magic tab. But there are too many people who rely entirely upon that fallacy of having a particular item to confirm their identity, to make them special. And there are too many people who fall for the trap of people who do that, of saying, oh, well, this person is so great because he has X, because he makes $1 billion, because he owns a Ferrari, or because he's a particular position, because he's the pastor, he's some sort of massive giant of intellectualness, or because he's a biologist, he's some sort of master of understanding, knows all things, and can perceive all things. No, we're all people, and we're all capable of fault, and we're all capable of messing up or screwing up, and it's really not our position or our possessions, but our character that defines who we are and where we're at. It is the essence of conscience, the essence of morality, is that your character is not determined by your speed tab. Your character is not determined by your speed tab. Very true. But your character is not determined by who you are, but by how you live. I don't know. Food for thought. Right? Or at least I hope so. Alright, let us... Yeah, look at that. Chrono's power is 31. Marl, 6. 5. But their magic ability is also pretty amazing. Their magic defense is higher. Their magic is pretty significantly higher. It's about twice as much. A little less than twice as much. But, man, his physical prowess is just off the chart in comparison. But that's a good thing. He's primarily a physical character. Oop. Shink, shink. Yeah, stop throwing rocks at us. Please stop throwing rocks at us. Oop. Alright. I don't know if any of... Yeah, I don't think any of them have a hammer. So. Yeah, them 20-year-old RPGs are teaching life lessons left and right. Teaching people that it's not about getting famous the easy way. It's about being a quality person, not possessing a quality item. But do also eventually start to sympathize with... Would you stop? You know what? Yeah, no, we're gonna... Oh my. Alright. So I'm just gonna slice him. There we go. Napalm. You just learned this ability, and now you can throw bombs that obviously require quite a bit of crafting, just at will. It's like, oh, don't worry, I just had this, like, Greek fire, and this is NAFTA, right next to me. Who says you don't learn anything in video games? But you do learn to, in a way, sympathize with Tata as well. Let me just make sure. But it's more because he's a punk kid than anything else. It's more of just like, yeah, he didn't know what he was getting into. And there's a bit of that. Just like, we have to learn to empathize with the people around us. Oh, this is a... Hey, little kid. I'm the wind. Whoosh! Stop! Are you here for the Masamune? Well, I mean, yeah. Thought so. Wait a second, okay? Oh, big brother! Where are you, Masa? What is it, Mune? Not again. So, you want to get a name for yourself by grabbing the Masamune? What a buffoon. Humans are so silly. It's how you use the sword that's important, not who owns it. See? Case in point from what we were talking about before. You can't even understand something as simple as that. That's why you're human. What should we do? The usual. Test them. You can entertain us for a while. Alright. Here we go. Whoosh. Well, I guess we're jumping into a boss fight. Alright, so this is Masa and Mune. That does work. I mean, it's not exactly like that attack damages us too much. It's obviously a counter, but... And this is why it's also very useful that Chrono has that silver stud. He doesn't really need a speed boost because he's already ridiculously fast. And the reason I'm using Fire Sword is so that if I need to, I can use Marl's healing at the same time. Yeah, apart Masa and Mune are useless, so we only had to beat one of them. So for that part of the boss fight, you have to focus fire one down. But, unlike the others so far, there's a second portion to this. Hey, they're pretty tough. Only Cyrus made it this far. What should we do? This time it's for real. Alright, this is it. Yeah, we mean business. With Masa's bravery and Mune's knowledge, two become one. We got a big boy. And this is the first time we hear this music. This is the music for very special enemies. These are This is music for, like, super bosses. Usually in-game, or if there's a second phase. Come on. There. Let's use Aura on Chrono. Yep. So now he can control the wind. It was good that we healed him, too. Aura... Who's Aura on Marl? I really don't like the fact that she's at 147. Oh, storing tornado energy. Okay. So, I need to do this. Tornado energy has been neutralized. Alright. If you remember the conversation in Dorino Village, use Slash to dissipate energy whirls. Man, he hits like a truck. Actually, I'm going to use Aura Whirl. I'm going to chuck a napalm at him. He hit a couple people, so I wanted to make sure that I could heal up. Storing tornado energy again. Use Slash. Use Antipode. So Antipode, this actually is not the final form of Antipode. There are a few different versions of it. There are actually 3 different versions of it, which are all really cool looking. Let's use Aura on Marl. Oh. I didn't have the problem of him using it that much last time. Oh, yes! And he is defeated. 500 experience, 10 tech points, 1,500 gold. They beat us, big brother. That was fun! Will they fix us? Will they find us an owner? Yeah, it'll be alright. Man, even that makes like these characters sort of tragic characters. Alright, so time to grab the Masamune, right? Oh? What is that about fixing? Oh. So this is the Masamune. But it looks like it's been broken for ages. You got the broken Masamune. Allow me. We'll ride the wind to the base of the mountain. Good luck to you. And it chucks us off the mountain. I love the effect of that we bounce a couple times before we land. Alright. So let's go to Tata's house. And... I'm sorry, everyone. Some frog guy dropped this in a cafe. I thought I'd sell it, but then everyone started calling me a hero. I couldn't bear to get rid of it. I just can't fake it any longer. I'm no hero. I'm so ashamed. Here, please take this. Scoundrel! I knew this was all a sham. Yeah, of course you did. How could I have fallen for that? For my dear departed wife's sake, I vow to keep my feet on the ground. Listen to you! Who is going around telling everyone that you raised a hero, huh? We're we're just gonna leave now. We're not gonna get in the middle of that. We're we're just gonna be on our way. Just let you guys talk that out. Right. And so he said some frog guy dropped it. So is this frog's metal? Well, I guess we'll have to find out, huh? Thee hath returned. The hero medal. Aye, then thou hast seen the lad. Yet there's nary a thing I can't do against Magus. The legendary Masamune is required to fight Magus. I have no right to wield it. Please leave now. What is this? A broken sword. It's part of the Masamune. It's engraved with archaic letters. I think I can read it. Melchior? Melchior? The guy in Medina Village? What does this mean, Chrono? Nary a soul remains to mendeth the Masamune. I think we might know a guy. So, we're gonna hurry over there. I'm actually gonna end the episode after we have... we got caught. I want to see what Antipode does to these frogs. Oh yeah. And this is spin cut. Very useful. Since we're going to the end of time, we can just replenish HP and MP whenever we're there. So, no worrying about using skills very, very freely. Alright. So, thankfully it looks like defeating those enemies is a little easier now. Now that I have spin cut. But, so we found a sword from 400 years ago that has the name of a blacksmith from present time. We're gonna have to try and find some answers to that. Well, since we got those abilities, what are the next abilities we'll get? Lightning 2. And it looks like it'll be a while. And Haste? That one's gonna be significantly closer. What is that? Cut allies' wait time by half. That sounds useful. And Protect, up allies' physical defense. Those all sound really useful. Alright. So, Chrono's gonna have to lay some smack down. Can I finally one-shot these guys? Yay! Finally. Although, it still looks like Marl and Luca are slower than a green imp. Well, since Chrono is already super fast, maybe we should use any future speed tabs on Marl and Luca. Since they're going to be pretty close to mainstays. They're Frog and the other character, whom I shall not name, are going to be real helpful. But it's hard to say. It's difficult to say what we'll do with that. So, showing up back at the end of time. So, the actual helpful part about that now as well. HP MP restored. Let me actually... Come see me anytime. Think of me as your guide. If you get lost at some particular places, he'll actually help you out with it. But I'm debating whether to take Robo along. So, let's go here, see what's happening with old Melchior. Melchior. Bum 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 bum. Alright. Lettuce leaf. Let's go to Melchior's hut. See what's going on with him. There we go. You're back again. Come to see my collection? The sword. It's the Masamune. How did you get it? Why would your name be engraved on the sword? Oh, this is a new song, isn't it? It's a long story. This is actually one of my favorite background songs. We'll experience it en masse later, but right now, oh. You do want to hear this story, right? Of course. Tell us about the Masamune. Is it possible to reforge it? It might be possible if we could get our hands on some dreamstone, which the sword is made of. Dreamstone? Where can we get that? You can't find it anymore. It was a red stone that was once used as money. Unfortunately, it hasn't been available for a very long time. I doubt that you'll ever find the red stone, but if you bring some to me, I will fix the Masamune. Keep the sword with you until then. Would you like to buy something? No, we're not. We're kind of full up on equipment. But... So, a red stone that did not exist. That does not exist anymore. That was found long ago. Long ago. So I guess we're looking at even before 600. Do we have a place like that? I think we might have a place like that. But first, let's talk to our old friend, our old guru over here. Our guide. Dreamstone? I've heard of it, of course. It's a prehistoric mineral. Might find it back in the prehistoric era. Way back in the prehistoric era. So, we have a bit of an incident. So let's save. And I'm actually going to end the episode here. And in the next episode, we will travel back, far back into the past. In fact, back to 65 million BC. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.